bit about myself before we get into, the full presentation. So my name is Heather. I'm an accountant by profession, and I am doing this business that I'm about to share with you part-time around my current commitments. Just a little bit of background about myself and why we are here today, or why I chose to partner with this amazing business that I'm going to share with you today. So in 2015, when I was doing my final year in university, and I started getting sick a lot, I was in and out of the ICU. I had to go to the doctors. They did some tests, and I was told that I had a heart condition. At that time, I was only 20, and I was looking forward, to a very long, happy life. And that came as a shock for me, but also it came like my life is over. I struggled to get over that. I went into a lot of depression. And even when I started working, I struggled a lot with the medical bills because, medical aid, especially if you have a chronic condition, the fees are very high. So I was at that point in my life where, the doctors are talking about open heart surgery, which you may or may not survive, and all of that. So I went into depression. And of course, depression comes with unhealthy eating habits. It comes with, you exclude yourself from even planning for the future or even associating with other people. It lowers your self-esteem. So I met a lady, who knew me for a while, and she introduced me to some products that she said, I have these products that could actually help you in, managing your weight and managing your condition. At first, I was so skeptical, as we always are, because there are a lot of people that can come and say, we have this and this that you can try out. And not all the time are these things legit. So because she was someone I knew, I decided to give it a try. I did what we call our Clean 9 program, which I'm sure you will get to hear about when you learn about the different products that we offer. And I was able to lose 9 kilos during that program. So to me, it was a testament that, okay, the products are working for me. And I was introduced to the business opportunity, but like most people, selling was not in my plans. It's not something I was interested in, but I did start this business because I wanted access to the products because I could see they were working for me. So I started using the products until, I started getting better, managing my symptoms. And then I realized that, I am here having access to all these products. And there are other young ladies that are also maybe going through what I was going through at that time. And they were looking for a solution. And I was sitting on the solution. So for me, it then became not so much more about the extra income, but more about there are other people that need this opportunity. So I'm going to just quickly share with you what is our company, what is it that we do, and how can you make income from this business to support yourself, but also making an impact to other people. So the company that we are talking about is called Forever Living Products. And this is a company that has been in existence for over 46 years, 28 years in the Southern African region. And as I mentioned, I'm from an accounting background. So there are quite a number of things that I always advise people to say. If you are going to invest into something, number one, you need to make sure that it's sustainable. It's not something that you are going to put your money in today. You wake up tomorrow, the company is nowhere to be found, and your money is gone. So the fact that this company has been operating for such a long period gave me the assurance that I could partner with this company and be able, to build my wealth, to build my health for a long period. We're also operating in over 160 countries. So what that means for you is you have the license to trade globally. So imagine a scenario where you wanted to start a traditional business. what would you need to think about? You'd need, where am I setting up my offices? I need employees, I need to pay rentals. You need a lot of capital to start, and you are just starting in that area. But what happens when you need to expand? Now you need even more money to now expand your business even into another province, let alone another country. So this is an opportunity where you are partnering with a company that is giving you access to a global market. So with that small initial investment that you put in, you are getting yourself an international trading license. And if you look at the way the world is going, everything is now, on social media. People are connecting via Instagram and Facebook. Everyone is on their smartphone. So if you have a license to trade in all these countries, think of what you could do with access to the internet. It means you can market your business on a global scale, and you can have people partnering with you from different countries. I'm from Zimbabwe, and the situation at home is not so great. And you find a lot of my brothers and sisters, we are migrating to different countries looking for better opportunities. But here is an opportunity where you can partner with this company and still manage to build your business in the USA, wherever you feel that you could make the income. So that is another thing that convinced me to say, you know what, this is a good business that I would like to try. But also, one thing I've learned about health and wellness is not every country is just going to allow you to come in and bring your products and sell them to people. These products have to be vetted and approved for sale in that specific country. So if you are partnering with a company that is trading in over 160 countries, that simply means that, 160 different governments vetted the products and approved them for consumption. That shows you also the quality of the product that you are going to be working with. Another thing about Forever, which I do not have on the slides. Please forgive me if I sound a little bit out of breath. I struggle with breathing, but I hope you can still follow my presentation. So one thing about Forever that I do not have on the slide right now is that Forever is a willable business. So what does that mean for you as someone who is looking to partner with this company? If you look at it from the perspective of an employee, I mentioned that I struggled with health. And one thing that I knew for sure is if anything was to happen to me, my company was going to get someone to take over my job. Maybe they will pay a small amount to my family, but what happens to them after that? So this being a willable business means you are not just making the money today, but you are building something for future generations. You can seed the business to whoever you would like to take over after you are gone. So you are not just making money today, but you are building generational wealth. This can also be your retirement plan. When you get to the point where you cannot work anymore, whoever you seed the business to takes over from where you left off, which means whatever happens to you, you know that the people that are relying on your income, they are still taken care of even when you can no longer provide for them. So that was one of the major selling points for me. But another thing about Forever is it's vertically integrated and it is debt-free. I've seen a lot of articles in the news about companies that are being shut down. Why? Because of debt. They are being liquidated. People are coming after the assets and shutting the company down because they owe a lot of money either to the suppliers or whoever has been funding them. And that is one thing that when you are dealing with Forever, you never have to worry about that because Forever owns everything from the fields where the aloe is planted to, the manufacturing, distribution, up to the point where the product gets to the customer. So you are guaranteed not only that this is going to continue, but also the quality of the product. If you look at a traditional business, those who've tried traditional businesses, the buying and selling, you are ordering it from some supplier and then supplying it to your customer. But what happens when that supplier goes out of business, or you are no longer able to get in touch with them? Now you have to find a different supplier. And when you do that, you cannot always guarantee the quality of the product will be the same. So in this case, because the company owns the whole process, you are guaranteed that the quality of the product will always be the same, but also there will always be availability of the product when you need it for your customers. So you are not relying on someone who can wake up tomorrow and they can no longer supply the product. So those are the benefits of partnering with Forever. The last thing that I will mention about our company is, of course, we are in the health and wellness sector. If ever you want to start a business, you want to make sure that there will always be a demand for the product that you are selling. And if you look at health and wellness, this is an industry that people, no matter the state of the economy, they still want access to health and wellness products. We can look at COVID as an example. A lot of traditional businesses had to shut down, but health and wellness was still an essential service. And us having supplements and, our cleansing drinks and all these products, we were still able to trade. There was still a market for the product and people were still able to make money. So if you want a piece of the pie, health and wellness is where, most of the money is currently, because people want to look good. People want to feel good. It can be the skin, it can be the body, and all of that. Also, if you are in Africa, most countries, like the country that I'm in, people struggle to get access to proper health, and medication. And now you have food supplements that can actually help them as well. So this are just, in a nutshell, some of the reasons I would say, Forever is a good company to partner with. But over and above that, our main ingredient is aloe vera. And I'm sure most of us in the meeting, maybe you can type it too for me in the chat if you know about aloe vera. Growing up, I know my grandmother used to cut some for us. Maybe if you have a wound, they rub it there. Your hair, it's known for healing properties internally and externally. It's very good for supporting your digestive health, supporting your immune system. It's even good externally for your skin as well. So this is our main ingredient in our products. So this is, most people, when they see aloe, they see a product that they can trust. And our products, of course, are certified with the relevant bodies. A challenge that we have, especially in the network marketing sector, in the health and wellness sector, is people who then go and make products in their backyard and start selling them to people. These products have not been vetted, and now people experience a lot of side effects. So if you are partnering with Forever, you know that the product that you are putting out into the market has the necessary certifications. One, we have the aloe seal that certifies that our products have the right amount of aloe required in the product to make a difference for you. We are also kosher and halal certified, so you will find you now have access to even the Muslim and Jewish community. So you are able to sell your products to them. Our products are also not tested on animals, so cruelty-free. And of course, the seal that, makes all the difference is the last one, the DSA, the Direct Selling Association. Why? Because this is the association that protects you as a business owner that is doing direct selling. Just like if you were in a job, there are associations for securities, for domestic workers, for teachers, all of that. And they know that if ever I'm in a position where I'm not happy or I've been treated unfairly, they go to those associations and they get the help that they need. In direct selling, we have the Direct Selling Association. So you can partner with this company knowing that you are protected by the relevant bodies, whatever may arise. So that is just a brief background of what is Forever, our company history. We also have, of course, our long-standing management. A lot of people don't even think about this, but who is in charge of the company makes a difference. You want to be headed by people that you know that they are competent, they can do the job, and they can keep the company afloat. In our case, of course, I'm not going to go into much detail about who is who, but you can research about the management of Forever. In Southern Africa, we have this beautiful young lady, Coach Oni. She's the one who's heading the Southern African region, making sure that we get the products on time and everything is running smoothly. All right. So I will just quickly take you through now. What is it that we do as Forever business owners? So the first thing is we supply products directly to the consumer. I've heard a lot of people that ask, is this not a pyramid scheme? Am I not going to put my money and then it's a loss? And one thing I always advise people is the right business is a business in which either there is a product that you are offering or there is a service that you are offering. It's not put your money today and it will grow by 30% tomorrow. So in Forever, when you are partnering with Forever Living Products, there is actually a product that you are supplying to the customer, and in return, you are making income or profit from using the power of your network. And you also share the business opportunity with people that are looking for the income. So what is it that we do? Number one is we use the products. I mentioned that, my health condition. So I use the products. And one thing I learned from using the products and becoming my own best customer is I've seen that, you cannot be an advocate of a product that you yourself are not using. Using the product builds confidence in what your product can actually do. And when your customer is coming to you with questions, you are then able to assist them because you've experienced the product. A lot of people come to me and they say, no, this is not for me because I cannot sell. But one thing I've advised even my team is selling is so much easier when you're using the product because it's no longer selling, it's actually sharing the product with other people. And this is something that we do on a daily basis. I always give an example to say, I have some lovely ladies here. I'm seeing some beautiful hairstyles. If I come to you and I ask, where did you do your hair? You're going to recommend me to your hairstylist. Maybe I go there, I get my hair done. I'm going to pay the person who did my hair. But did you get any payment for referring me? No. But was that not a sale that you made? It's a sale that you made on behalf of the other person, but you did not get paid. Take, for example, you are looking for a job. What is it that you do? You write your CV, you go in for an interview, they are asking you questions, you are selling yourself. So selling is actually part of our day-to-day. Now, what we are saying in Forever is try out the product and you're going to love them. Then you start sharing them with the people that you know. And in doing that, you are developing at least 20 to 30 regular customers. So take, for example, tooth gel. Everyone knows people that brush their teeth. Literally everyone you know brushes their teeth every day. Try out the tooth gel. You're going to love it. Now recommend it to your friends, recommend it to your colleagues. And in doing that, they are now going to start purchasing the tooth gel from you and you are making the profit. So sharing the products with other people. We talk to them about the benefits and the experience, and then they become our customers and we make the profit. That is the first leg of Forever. The second leg of Forever is building a team. I've had a lot of people that ask me, oh, I don't want to do this recruiting thing. I don't know how to be convincing people. Do I have to do it? And I always tell them, no, you don't have to. Your goals are what determine what you need to do when you come in and partner with our company. When I started, yes, I was looking for health, but like I mentioned, the medical bills were so expensive. I also needed the extra income. I was just looking for an extra at least 3 to 5,000 rand. And you can do that just from retailing the products and making a profit. But now you start thinking, I need to build a house. I need my kids to go to a better school. Now the goal has become bigger. And then you have to ask yourself, how many tooth gels can I sell to raise money that is enough for me to buy a house? Let's say the house that you want is 1 million Namibian dollars or 1 million rand. How many tooth gels do you have to sell to build that income? And how long is it going to take you? And probably by the time you raise that money, the value of it is not the same anymore. That's where building a team comes in. So now you go out, you talk to other people that you know that are also looking for extra income. Show them the business opportunity. So now if I was one person in my team selling products for 10,000, now we are 10, that means we are selling products for 100,000 in a month. The volume of sales has grown, and therefore the profit and the commission also grows. So that is why we encourage people, if you have a bigger goal, then you need to build a team. And you do that by talking to people about the opportunity. You find your 5 key people and you start working with them. The last thing that we do in Forever is we coach our team. So, when someone starts the business, they don't know everything. I did accounting. What do I know about health and wellness? Nothing. I'm starting from zero as a clean slate. It is your responsibility as my sponsor to make sure that I have access to the right information to enable me to succeed in the business. So the fourth thing that we do, we coach our team. And what is it that we are coaching them? We are coaching them to say, use the products, share the products, and build your own teams. So in essence, these are the 4 things that we do in Forever. I hope I still have people following in the chat. Just type something there to let me know that you are still there and you can still hear me. All right, so the areas of income. Now we want to get into the money part. Where does the money come from? Number 1, your income comes from retailing. So when we're talking about retailing, it means you are selling the product at a profit. So I buy something for 100 rand, I sell it for 150. That means I have 50 rand as a profit. That is income from retailing. You have income as a team leader from building your team, mentoring your team, and you also have income as a business developer. So this is commission that you are going to earn on top of the retail sales that you are going to be doing as a business owner. So before I take you through how to make the money, there is something that I just want you to understand. In Forever, we say the key to success is 4 case credits a month. What does that mean to the layman person? If you are in a job, you have KPIs, you have targets that they require you to meet. Same thing in Forever. If you want to qualify for commission in Forever, there is a minimum target that you have to reach every single month. And that is what we call 4 case credits or 4 CCs. And in essence, when we talk about case credits or when you talk about CCs, this is a point scoring system. It's our Forever global currency because we are operating in so many different countries each country has its own currency, and it becomes so difficult to communicate if someone is saying euro, someone is saying rand. So we had to come up with a currency that is universal to everyone. But this currency is not paper money or coins that you can touch and feel. It's a point scoring system that we use. So each and every product that you buy has a point value attached to it. For example, our 1 liter of aloe vera gel is worth 0.102 points. Our Statogenic combo is worth 2 points. So when we are saying 4 case credits a month, what we are saying is your target in essence is to move products that added together, they give you the value of 4 points. So if we work with aloe vera gel, that small bottle, because it's worth 0.1, if that is your product focus, it means in a month, your target is to at least sell 40 of those bottles in order for you to qualify for the extra commission that Forever has to offer. So let's simplify it. Okay, let's simplify it. I'm going to give an example using the aloe vera gel, the 1 liter bottle. When you sell, I'm aware these figures have changed from the 1st of March, but for the purposes of the illustration, I'm going to just use this. Okay, when you sell 1 bottle of aloe vera gel, it gives you a profit of 160 in terms of rand. Apologies if the currencies can be a bit confusing, but just follow the numbers so that you are able to see the profit. So 1 bottle gives you 160. I'm going to remove the cents to make it easier. If I sell 2 bottles in a day, it means I'm making 320 per day. So let's take a scenario where I decide to say, you know what, for the next 5 days, I'm going to sell 2 bottles of aloe vera gel. That gives me a profit of 1,600. And when we are talking about profit, this is the money that you have after you've taken out your capital to purchase the product. If you decide to do this consistently for 4 weeks in a month, that is already 6,500 that you are just making from retailing 2 bottles of aloe vera gel 5 days a week, 4 weeks a month. Is that not a good income? That is an income that can come through for you in terms of your transport, groceries, lunch boxes for the kids, maybe paying off your debts. This you can do a lot with 6,500. And if you look at this scenario, if you are selling 2 bottles a day, 5 days a week for 4 weeks, by the end of the 4 weeks, you would have sold 40 bottles. And 0.1 multiplied by 40 gives you your 4 points that you need as a minimum, which means not only did you make the profit from sales, but you also met your target that the company requires from you. And when you meet your target, remember I said there's a commission that you get from meeting your target. And that can be anything between 0 to 1,300 or more, depending on the volume of sales that you have done in that month. Then we said there is a second aspect to Forever, which is speaking about the business and introducing people, building your team. If you recruit at least 1 person in a month, you are getting about 1,600 as a commission for this person signing up to be your business partner. That is what we call a once-off referral commission. So if you look at this example that I've given, in a month, you have the capability to make an extra 10,000 just from doing the bare minimum. That is an extra 10,000 that you've added to your income. So you may have seen a lot of adverts on the internet. Join my team, make an extra 8,000. Join my team, make 10,000. How is that money coming into play? This is just a simple calculation. And I hope everyone understood that simple explanation that I've given there. But this is where the money is coming from in Forever. And you might be asking yourself, okay, how is it that I'm able to make this much profit and this much income? I will just quickly take you through in less than 5 minutes how our marketing plan works or our compensation plan works. When you start or when you partner with Forever, you start as what we call a preferred customer. And you can partner with Forever either by buying the Start Your Journey combo, this one that I showed you here on the slide, the one that is worth 2 points. You can buy that box. It gives you access to full membership, which means you unlock everything that a full business owner has to have. So you need 2 points to become a full member. You do that by purchasing the box, or you can decide to say, I want to pick products individually, because remember, the box is pre-packed. You can decide, I want to pick and choose the products that I want. You then have the option to do that, and you have to pick products to the value of 2 points in order to qualify as a full member. If you pick products for 0.5 points, for example, what that simply means is you have to go sell them, come back and restock and sell again until you have accumulated 2 points in the system. Then you are then recognized as a full member. Forever gives you 2 months for you to close that membership level. Once you become a full member, you are what we call an assistant supervisor. So this example that I was showing you here, we are working with someone who is an assistant supervisor, because an assistant supervisor gets 30% discount on all purchases. That is what enables you to make that much profit, because you are ordering the product at a lesser price. So from assistant supervisor, your next goal is supervisor. Supervisor requires 25 points within a period of 2 months. And if you remember, we mentioned the importance of building a team. Another reason why you need to build a team is because it makes it easier for you to move up the compensation plan when it's more than just one person who is working the business. So if, let's say, for example, we are 3 in our team and we all master to do our minimum target, which is 4 points, what does that mean? In 1 month, we have done 12, the 3 of us. In the next month, we have done another 12. That's already 24, which means I'm only 1 point away from attaining my supervisor badge. And why would I want to move up the marketing plan? Because the higher you go up the marketing plan, the bigger the discount on the products and the more profit you make when you then retail the product. So assistant supervisor, we say 30% discount. A supervisor has 38% discount. When you get to assistant manager, it's now 43% discount. And ultimately, the level you want to get to is manager, because a manager gets 48% discount on the products, which means on this example that we were looking at, where a normal person is making a profit of about 160 on one bottle, a manager makes close to double that amount, close to double that amount. So it means the profit on the retail is going to be higher as you move up. Another thing about getting to this level that we call manager is it unlocks extra incentives that Forever has to offer for its business owners. So I will take you through those incentives, but I want you to bear in mind that Forever does not offer any income guarantees. Whatever you get will be a result of the effort that you have put into building your business. So if you put in the work, you will get the results. So it's not guaranteed that you're going to just become manager and qualify for these incentives that I'm going to talk about. You have to work for them. There are targets that you have to meet. I hope I have made that clear for everyone in the room today. And just let me know there in the chat who wants to get to manager level and unlock the extras that Forever has to offer. Of course, the person who invited you will also share a little bit more about how do you get to that level that we call manager. But when you are at a level called manager, typically you have about 15 to 25 people that are in your team, and you have the potential of making at least 40,000 rand, 40,000 Namibian dollars, provided that you are reaching your minimum target. So 40,000 is a really, really good income, especially if you are someone like me who's doing Forever as an extra income, because then it boosts your income very well. Then I hope people are still following. I know I'm not as loud and energetic, but I hope I still have people in the room. All right. So I said when we get to manager, we can unlock extra incentives and extra commissions and income. The first thing that you can unlock is what we call leadership income. Leadership income is when I have become a manager, and now I invest my time into also showing my team or the people that are under me how to get to the level at which I am. So one thing I can tell you about Forever is a business of love. It's not for selfish people. You have to be willing to show others how to also make the income that you are making. You will see there on social media, people post big checks. You're looking at this person and you're like, this person is earning 300,000 in 1 month. No, that is not possible. No, that is a scam. But I can guarantee you that it is not a scam, because what that means is that person has invested their time and effort into showing other people how to also get to manager. So let's take, for example, let me see the names that I have here. I have Julia, Angela, and Jacob. Okay. So let's take, for example, Heather has become a manager. She has Julia, Angela, and Jacob in her team. And she signed up Jacob, Jacob signed up Angela, and Angela signed up Julia, which means Jacob is my first generation, Angela is second generation, and Julia is third generation. I mean, how far removed they are from me directly. If I invest my time into showing these three people how to get to manager level, and let's say they get to manager level, and for the purposes of illustration, I'm just going to work with each of them doing monthly business of at least 100,000 rand. Okay, that means that I, as a manager on my first generation, which is Jacob, I get 6% commission. And the reason why I'm getting this leadership bonus is because Forever recognizes that for Jacob to become a manager, Heather had to attend trainings, train him, do presentations for him, and all of that. So they are paying or recognizing my effort into assisting this next person. So if you are looking at 100,000, 6% of that is about 6,000. If you look at second generation, they give you a percentage of 3%. That's about 3,000. Then the third generation gives you 2%. That's about 2,000. So in a scenario where we are just working with each of them doing at least 100,000 worth of business a month, it means a leg like this brings me an extra 11,000 a month. If I was already earning 40 and now I have an extra 11, it means I'm already on 51. Now imagine a scenario where I do this with my whole team. I work with all of them and show them how to get to manager. If I can build 10 lines like this, that's already 110,000 on its own, without counting my personal 40,000, without counting the profits that I'm making from retailing the product. So I know this might be a bit too technical for you to understand, but this is just showing you to say, when you are seeing those incomes on your Facebook and your social media, it's not something that is unrealistic. It is something that you can actually achieve only if you come into the business with the mindset of, I'm going to come in and show other people how to also make it in this business. The extras that Forever has to offer, we are almost done. The first one is Forever to Drive. Personally, this is my favorite one currently because that's the one that I'm running for. So Forever to Drive, you have 3 levels. We have level 1, level 2, and level 3. If you want to qualify for level 1, that simply means you and your team need to do at least 50 points worth of business in month 1, 100 points in month 2, 150 in month 3, then you qualify. And once you qualify, Forever pays you an amount towards the purchase of your dream car. Level 1 is about 400 US dollars. You can do the maths on your side. And this is an amount that is going to come to you for the next 36 months. So if you are someone who's looking for a car, now it doesn't have to come from your own pocket. Work your business, get to manager, qualify for the incentive, and Forever can actually contribute towards the purchase of your dream car. The nice thing about this is money that comes to you as cash in the bank. So you are not forced to go and pick a car. You can then decide, you know what, I've got this extra 400 US dollars. Let me take it and pay my bond faster. Or let me take it and get another mortgage bond for another house. So it's money that is cash, and you decide how you are going to spend that money once you qualify. So these are the 3 levels that we have: level 1, level 2, and level 3. So you can see there, our business owners, they drive nice, fancy cars. And why wouldn't you if someone else is contributing towards the purchase of your car? So I'm not very good with cars and brands and all of that. I just know they are nice, beautiful cars. So yeah, I can't name them by name. What I know is what I want is a Range Rover Evoque, and that is what I'm working for currently. And I know that with Forever, I can be able to achieve that goal. The second thing that Forever offers is traveling, international travels. So they have 2 trips annually that you can qualify for. The first one is what we call the Global Rally. Then we have the Eagle Managers Retreat. We also have a third one, which is the Level Up trip. So Global Rally, you have 12 months to qualify for it. So you are given from January to December for you to qualify for the trip that will be happening in the following year. So currently the trip for this year is happening next month, and that will be in Paris. It will be an all expenses paid trip, which means Forever pays for all your expenses, flight, accommodation for you and your +1. Then we also have next year, this is the one that you can qualify for. It's going to be in Dubai. Okay, so that is the Global Rally. We also have the Eagle Managers Retreat. This year is happening in Phuket. And of course, the qualification period is going to close in April. So those who qualify, they would then be able to travel with their +1s. But very important, all these trips have targets attached to them. So you have to be willing to come in and work towards that target to qualify for the trip. The last incentive that I'm going to talk about is what we call the chairman's bonus. And how I can explain this in simple terms is, if you start a company, a traditional company, if it makes profit, what happens to the profit? they are shared amongst the shareholders as dividends. Same thing with Forever. When you are partnering with Forever, you are becoming a business owner. You qualify into sharing the profits that Forever has made. Of course, like I said, there is a certain target that you have to meet in order to qualify for the profit sharing. It also has levels. We have level 1, level 2, and level 3 chairman's bonus. We are no longer allowed to display the amounts for security reasons, but previously we could have been able to show you what some of those checks looks like. But let me just tell you that it's a lot of money, because looking at a global company like Forever, you can imagine how much profit they make. And if you were able to get even a very, very small percentage, it could be an income that makes a difference in your life. Okay, so those are the incentives that Forever has to offer. And like I mentioned, we do have products in Forever. We have different product ranges. So you are in the right marketplace. You are able to find a market for your products. In terms of the products, the person who introduced you to this meeting can be able to share more details about the products that we have, but we have weight management, we have vitamins and supplements, we have sports and nutrition, skincare, and also men's grooming. So you are able to find a space for yourself within our company because we offer a wide range of products. In closing, I know you are asking yourself, is this going to work for me? You are also asking yourself, can I do this? Can I talk to people? No, I can't do this. You have a lot of things that are going through your head. But what I would just like to encourage you is, if you take it serious, you are willing to be coachable, you are willing to commit the time that is required to build the business, it can definitely work for you. And you have to be self-motivated, working closely with your sponsor in order to be successful in Forever. Be willing to think big, dream big, and set goals for yourself and your family. I can guarantee you that no business is ever easy to start. You start a business, you face a whole lot of challenges, and sometimes you get to the point where you want to quit. But it's very important to have your goals set so that you understand why you are partnering with this company, why you need that income. Because in the days when you are feeling like this is so hard, your why will always remind you of why you started and why you need to keep pushing. So commit yourself, have a great attitude when you go out there, and be prepared to tell everyone about your business. So market yourself, show up for your business. And just a question, you don't have to type the answer in the chat, but from what you have seen so far, if the answer for you for this business is yes, book a session with your sponsor and start the registration process. If you are saying, for now, this is a no, I would encourage you to say, try out the product, because the products can actually make a difference on your health. If your answer is a maybe you have some questions, get them answered by the person who shared the invitation with you, and see how you can move from there. Otherwise, I would love to thank you all for joining us for today's presentation. And let me know there in the chat, what is it that you liked about the presentation? What have you learned? What are some of the things that you thought you knew about Forever, but you've discovered, new things? I will just be reading your comments there in the chat, but it was lovely hosting you today. I wish you all a very, very productive month of March and a lovely, blessed evening as we look forward to the coming week. You are welcome to exit the meeting. Thank you so much.